internet. This will be my last video now. I wanted to do a live video very quickly before this internet potentially cuts out again. I really am sorry about my internet. I think live streaming is probably not going to be a possibility now until I actually get a proper internet provider where I can get consistent, good speeds to stream. But what I will be doing, and I hope you guys do come along for the ride, I'll be doing shorter videos offline of my gameplay with commentary, and posting it on my YouTube channel. I am sorry about this. It's very hard to engage with you guys because of my internet, and to be able to have a really sort of like nice conversation with you live. It's just with the internet, it's not possible. I'm going to stay on until my internet cuts out again, and if it does, then I'll be ending the video. Obviously, it'll be ending, and I'll be doing a different format of how I do my videos, and it'll be definitely offline videos with commentary, because it's just going to be a lot easier. Probably half-an-hour videos, edited. But yeah, I'm just currently on this planet, really nice planet, just having a butcher's around, admiring the beautiful sceneries that's in this game. And this game is beautiful. It's a lovely game. And it's just, yeah, I get lost in this game. So sometimes I could be on a planet and I'm not realizing what I actually had an objective to do, and I'm walking on a planet for like an hour and like, wait a minute, was I supposed to be doing something? So that you do get lost in this game, you do, and it is such a beautiful game. But at the moment with the 1.6 patch, I've had problems with performance, and I guess before my internet cuts out again, I want to do a video where I'm talking about what we need from No Man's Sky. What is the what do we need in this game for it to sustain a long time player base without it having anyone to hold its hand? And that's the most important question, you know, you need to ask yourself, because, you know, eventually games die out. All games do, you know. If you look at the EA franchises such as FIFA, you'll get FIFA 18, which within a year is obsolete because FIFA 19 comes out and that version of that game ends, but that's a yearly thing, so it's a slightly different thing. But a game like No Man's Sky has so much potential that it should have this longevity. It deserves to have that. And how does it have that? It has it by more variation added to the game, you know. And you need to have reasons to explore the universe. You need to have these rare moments where you find a planet that you've never seen before, and maybe like 5 to 10% of the whole player base will ever discover, because it's so rare in the universe. And that will make you want to explore even further. I've discussed many things about going off, you know, for multiplayer with a group of 4 players. I honestly believe that you need to have reasons to go in your team to go off and explore. Now at the moment you can build with your friends, you can do freighter missions, which a lot of the freighter missions can be done with on your own because they're not difficult, and there isn't enough to warrant a real true multiplayer experience in this game right now. And I know this is just a basic core multiplayer experience. I'm not saying this is fully fleshed out, because there's still bugs, people are still crashing when they're playing multiplayer, there's still problems with it. But once those things are ironed out, I feel that what they need to do is implement features where lore, story is incorporated for multiplayer. Now, sure, we have the multiplayer, the story in the game right now, which relates to Artemis, the Atlas, and etc. But what we should also have is sub-story missions. Now, sub-story missions could be anything to do with receiving a signal. Okay, you find a crashed ship. There's a signal from the crashed ship that points to a set of coordinates. Now, these set of coordinates lead you to a relic. This relic has a mysterious subliminal message inside of it, which you will need to decipher, a lot like Waking Titan. Now, Waking Titan was one huge puzzle, which when it initially came out, people were baffled by it. What the hell is this? What is Waking Titan? What does it mean? What's happening? And in the end, it took a lot of clever people to figure out the puzzles and decipher codes. Why can't we have that in the game right now? Not right now, but why can't we have this in the game, you know, implemented into the game? But just mini type ones. you know, mini versions of waiting time in the actual game. Could you imagine myself and 3 other players finding a broken down machinery beside a ship, and it gives you a set of coordinates. You decipher those coordinates and it gives you portal coordinates. You all go through the portal. It takes you to a planet which has a relic. Okay? I'm not saying it should be a specific type of relic. It could be like a monolith that we have in the game right now. This particular monolith, though, gives you a puzzle to solve. Okay? This puzzle, once solved, will then give you another set of coordinates to a specific said system. A system that basically, I would say that maybe no one's ever discovered before. But it's going to take you time. And it's going to take you playing the game, as well as speaking to your friends online, with your headset, talking to one another, to figure out this puzzle. Once you've figured out the puzzle, you've got those coordinates. And the journey itself, that's going to take you a little bit of time. That may take you 3-4 days. Real time to get to the system. It may take you 2 weeks. Because from where you are, you may have to go to the other side of the galaxy. Just have a think about that, guys. Have a think about that. Have a think about the potential and the excitement of planning a journey with a group of your friends, and the wonder of it all. And then once you've made that journey, you're like, that was so worth it. And you've collected some lore, you've collected some ancient relic or artifacts, like similar to what we have now, but maybe it's worth more. Or maybe it could be used combined with a resource to make some sort of super rare resource that you could sell. And this is where the other bit comes into it. The trading. Imagine getting this resource and you've combined it with another resource that's relatively rare. And you have the ability at your home base, at the trading network, to upload it to your actual trading network at your base, and you invite people to come within the multiplayer session, okay, or on ambient multiplayer, and those people can barter with you. Or you can put a fixed price, 20 million units, 1 billion units, 2 billion units. You know, a real trading, bartering system that allows you to trade in real time with your friends. That for me would be incredible. You know, I've talked about pet system. A pet system as well is something that should be implemented in due course. You know, I feel, you know, if you look at games like Fallout, you know, you had that dog, you had the character and the dog. It was a journey for both of them, right? Imagine the journey where you potentially use DNA to craft your own tiny little pet, you know, like a little dog type creature, and you go on a journey together, you know, or, you know, your pet can keep guard of your base, you know. Imagine having the facilities like a scientific lab at your home base. I would say the Korvax race would be the best for that, and they would send you on a mission, collect this DNA from this particular type of species. I would like to investigate this particular species because I'm intrigued by their intelligence. You go and get that DNA. The Korvax scientist logs that down, records that said DNA, and it's stored at your base. Sends you on another mission. I would like you to go to this particular star system or this particular planet to find this particular type of creature that has super strength. Now, I'm not talking like Superman super strength. I'm talking like just a strong creature. So when it attacks you, it's got a lot of power, right? We've had that in No Man's Sky right now. We've got that in No Man's Sky right now. You go and do that. You combine those DNAs to create a super species. You know, and you can set prefixes to it. You know, so it could be a docile creature, but can defend you. You know, can look after you. Or you can make it a super cute creature, you know, that's very tamed, you know, very just laid back, it just follows you around. We can make an incredibly lazy creature that sleeps all day. Those are the possibilities that this game could have, you know, and the endless possibilities that No Man's Sky has, you know. We talk about biomes, lava planets, volcanic planets should be in the game. They need to be implemented into the game. I don't understand why they haven't been yet, but that's a creative decision by Hello Games. They have that right. They feel it's not the time yet. Maybe there will be a time for that. And that's what I mean about opportunities to really push this game to the next level. And I feel that this game has the potential to be endless. It is endless right now, but when you have these potential features I'm mentioning in the game, this is going to make it just completely next level. And the variation, I'm a strong advocate in variation and improvements and variation. You know, we've got the tessellation, which looks great. It's kind of like 3D textures, so the terrain doesn't look flat, but it's causing slight performance issues for me. I'm on box standard PS4, and it causes problems. And I know a lot of people on PC and even on the PS4 Pro and the Xbox are having problems with the performance of it. Was it necessarily an addition that needed to be added? No, it wasn't. Does it look nice? Oh, yes. It looks beautiful. It looks great. You know, it gives that depth to the textures, the ground textures, 100%. It looks great. I'm looking at it now, and I think it looks wonderful. But was it really something that I really needed, or the people really needed? No, it wasn't. What was more important? Do we need more variation of trees? Props? Flora? Fauna? Yes. That's more important. 100%. And, you know, the story's great. Love story, more lore. You know. Do I want another Waking Titan? If there's another Waking Titan, I'd like it to be a short one. I don't want it to be a 6 month long, a year long. I think a short, well documented, detailed Waking Titan that gets to the point, that makes us solve a few puzzles, and then boom, gives us a nice outcome, is perfect. That's perfect. You know, I don't know if Hello Games are going to continue with the Waking Titan. I personally believe it's not done yet. In my opinion, I don't think it's done. But would I like to see more Waking Titan? In small bits, yes, but not to the extent we've had before. I think Waking Titan has given us a lot of wonder, a lot of mystery, a lot of beautiful lore, a lot of wonderful story. But there comes a point within that Waking Titan period where it gets very, very difficult to want to continue with it and be interested in it. And I'm not just speaking for myself, I'm speaking about others as well. It's felt exactly the same way. And that's not me hating, that's me being absolutely truthful and stating facts, because I state facts. You know, there's a song playing right now, which must have been done by Paul Ware. I think it was by Paul Ware. It's one of the most beautiful songs I think I've ever listened to in a video game. It's just it really, in a sense of ambience and a sense of just putting you somewhere in some sort of dreamland. This particular song, I don't know if you guys can hear, it does that. It really does. If you're walking on a beautiful planet and just the one thing that this game does succeed in, and I'm 100%, a lot of other people would agree, it puts you into a realm of where you want to be in, and you want to be lost in, like a dream world. Because this game is like a dream for me. This puts me in a dream, and it's one of the most beautiful games I think I've ever seen. I mean, I'm looking at these surroundings, and I'm looking at this beautiful landscape and terrain generation, and this beautiful just ambience, and it puts me into a place where I wish I was right now, and takes all my worries away. I suffer from anxiety, I suffer from past depression, not in a great place right now, health wise or personally, but when I put this game on, for all the performance issues, for all the bugs, I can land on a planet like this and it can temporarily take my worries away. And that's where this game succeeds. This game, without a doubt, is probably one of the most beautiful, visually pleasing games I've ever played in my life, and I will put my hands on that in my heart, and that is 100% God's honest truth. You know, to me, this isn't necessarily a game to me. This is more than a game to me. This is basically like a life for me. You know, it sounds ridiculous, it really does, but for someone who, at a point of time before No Man's Sky came out, was actually kind of bored of video games and felt that the video game industry didn't have a real direction. When this came out, this gave me a lot of optimism and positive feelings about, you know, where the gaming industry can go. And I feel completely different now. You know, I feel there is hope. There's games like Subnautica, Boundless, there's other great independent games. There was Megatron Rayfall. They have similar ambulances to this game. You know, but No Man's Sky for me will never be beaten for that, in the sense of putting you into a realm of pure just wonder. And this is where this game completely and 100% succeeds, and no other game will do that. And I will say, put my cards down on the table and say that this game is absolutely incredible. And it's incredible, it really is. And I've played every version of No Man's Sky, from the 1.00 version that was the most buggiest game I think I've ever played, and crashed God knows how many times. I still loved it. I only got to play that version for 2-3 days, because then the update came out, you know, the day one patch. But when the day one patch came out, the game was different. It was. Biomes improved, changed. There was a lot of improvements. I think Next is the best update that they've ever done, but at the same time I'm also critical of it. And you need to be critical. You shouldn't be saying it's the best thing since sliced bread, because it's not. There's problems with the game. There's performance problems, there's bugs, there's decision making choices that I feel were kind of wrong, but at the same time I can understand it, because, you know, I talk about one with the color palette. The color palette is much more realistic in the sense of real world, which is kind of understandable. I think Hello Games do this for a reason, and a lot of it comes down to the story and the lore. So for me, I don't know, I think they're looking, you know, if you're talking about regenerating the universe, is that going to happen again? 100%. Yeah, they have to, because this variation we currently have right now is great. It's great, it's fantastic, but it's not enough. And I have to be honest, we need a faction system as well, a proper faction system. You know, like, I want to be Gek, I want to be Fat Gek, because I'm Gek for life, you know. In it, fatty, you know, and I want to be able to choose that side, you know. I want to be Gek for life. At the moment, you know, you can build your standing and, you know, things like that, but no, I want to stand with the Gek. I want to, you know, join the Gek army. Can't do that right now, you know, but I think that, look, speculation's good, criticism's good. Guys, I'm very fortunate my internet hasn't cut off, but this is more, this part of the stream now is just me expressing what I want, you know, what I feel this game needs, and feeling, you know, of wonder, you know, the wonder of this game, and how much potential this game does have, and how it really does need more. It does. And the worst thing you can do is say, no, it's perfectly fine, it's great, it's perfect as it is. It's great, it is great, but it's not perfect. No, nothing is perfect, okay? This game will never be perfect. No game will ever be perfect, okay? But it can get better, it can be improved on, and with the right feedback and the right suggestions. Oh wow, look at this. You know what this reminds me of? It looks like an asteroid that's literally just come crashing down and just gone shoof all the way over there. That is really cool. I mean, this is where this game succeeds as well. Look at that terrain generation, and just how they've created this image that something happened here. Like it's like an asteroid just crash landed and just gone all the way down there. Absolutely fantastic. So, you know, guys, I'd like to hear what you guys think. You know, what do you think this game needs? You know, does my suggestions make sense? Does my my opinion, you know, is that warranted, what I've said? You know, because right now, I think because of the tessellation, I'm having drops in frame rate. So I'm, you know, it's a performance thing as well that bothers me about the game, you know? Oh, let's kill this lasher plant. But, oh, I've got no bloody 3 slots. But guys, yeah, I love this game, and I want this game to succeed. I mean, I believe it succeeded already. But for it to truly become one of the top 5 games in this type of genre, it needs to have more reasons to explore. It needs the factions. It needs potentially pet system. It needs improved biomes, new biomes. It needs quests, multiplayer proper quests. I'm talking like the ones I mentioned earlier. Ones where you have to decipher codes. Ones where you have to investigate locations. You know, little seeded things within the game that would really enhance that experience. Wow, look at that. It looks like the meteor has crashed in there. Could you imagine if there's a meteor there and it was just standing there? I would be absolutely flabbergasted. But like for me, performance now, it's stuttering. The game is stuttering. You know? And this is since the tessellation. So again, decisions, design decisions, things that I don't think needed to be added, especially on current gen consoles. High-end gaming PCs, Xbox One X, fair enough. Not on, you know, the standard PS4. I don't know if that was intentional. I don't know. It says that software is that, you know, hardware that does support it. Now for me, I wasn't expecting this on the PS4 normal. Pro, okay. But you know, wow, look at this river. Whoa, this is stunning. Such a shame I can't enjoy this properly because of the... Wow. See, this is where the game succeeds. A lot of people just fly around, you know, get in a ship, oh, nothing looks interesting here, fly around. But look at the... Wow. Yeah, that is just... That is absolutely mind-blowing. This game is just freaking awesome. You see, I criticize, but at the same time I appreciate. I respect, I appreciate and love. Wow, man. This is awesome. Wow. It's like a meteor just gone crashing there. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end this video now. I wanted to thank everyone who stopped by earlier. Big thanks to Game Mode as well, my friend. Thank you so much for, you know, coming to the live stream and having a chat with me, you know, but look at this. Wow, I'm at a loss of words here right now. This is absolutely just mind-blowing. I mean, guys, I mean, this is why walking on a planet sometimes for like half an hour, 20 minutes and just walking around, you'll find something just crazy like this. I mean, my performance right now is very stuttery at the moment, but you know what? They'll fix it. I'm not going to cry baby about it. I'm going to just get on with it, right? But look at that. Right, what we're going to do, we've got to take a picture here. This is absolutely just mind-blowing. But hey-ho, you know, that's just some of my opinions and thoughts, you know, and what I feel that the game needs. And, you know, for everything that this game has given us, those memories and beautiful moments, this will still go down, in my opinion, as one of the best games ever made, based on how it was made and the feeling it's given us as, you know, players of this game. You know, those special moments, like that moment just now that I had with this incredible canyon river. I mean, you don't get things like this in any other game because it's procedural, right? You can't. I mean, look at the... Well, I'm going to end this video. This last video I did was a live stream video, but it's more of an opinion video. And I'm going to stand right here. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to sit down right here. Oh. Where's your sit down? Sit down, sit down. There we go. There we go, you fat geck. And we are... Oh dear, he's gone into the ground. We're going to take a picture. So yeah, I'm going to stand right here and admire this absolutely fantastic, beautiful scenery. And Fat Gek is going to tell you lot you've been a wonderful audience. And please feel free to leave a comment, like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be doing more sort of like off-air videos, opinion videos, news videos, things like that about No Man's Sky. And yeah, I just want to say that I love you all. You've been with Thunder, and have a great evening. Goodbye.